Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and I am continuing with my Let's Play of the Banner Saga. The Viking Northland needs my help, and even though right now it looks like we're kind of maybe in a northern forest, and we're humanoids as opposed to Vikings, but I suppose Vikings were humans. Anyway, we're not playing as the Varl right now, perhaps maybe with a little help from one. I remember seeing one in the last episode in this general area. So, we're going to continue. This is episode 3, I believe, of the Banner Saga. We are the two humans, and I don't remember the names. It was like Alette and Tan or something. I don't know. Black and Tan. One of us is black, and the other is tan. Sorry. Alright, so apparently we have to go to the houses. That is what it wants us to do, and we shall do it. This guy, I don't remember what his name is. Sure enough, Dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up, you ask? Iver shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Alright, ooh, turn order. Units move in the order you place them, from left to right. This initiative order is very important when setting up strategies. For example, put archers after melee units so that they can stay safely behind your heavy hitters. Drag the unit icons to rearrange their turn order. I like it. Alright, oh, his name's Rook. There we go. So I'm assuming, what is this individual? I don't know who he is. But we're going to put, I guess, these two up front. She'll go last. Or, yeah, she'll go last. Alright, what I'd like to do is see who these people are, though. I don't know. I'd like to, you know, be able to look a little closer at it beforehand, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Alright, we're ready. We've set the turn order differently. I don't know who the blonde-haired fellow is. Iver, I'm assuming. Unless Iver was the Varl. I don't know. I don't remember. We'll figure it out. It's only been a day, but yesterday was a very busy day for me, and I accomplished quite a bit. Who is this fellow? That's Egil. Or Egil. Oh, good. He is a melee guy. Alright, so I made the right choices. Alright, so let's see here. We have some gigantic, terrifying person. Well, Dredge. We have some not so terrifying Dredge either. Alright. So what I think we're going to do, I think the most logical scenario, if you will, is going to be him over here. This guy is a battering ram. Oh, that sounds like a useful thing. We're going to fit our people behind, but we want to still make sure they're within range. So, we're going to see how this plays out. The one with the shield looks like trouble. He does indeed look like trouble. Let me handle him. Ooh. Yeah, you know, you do seem to be a kind of a match for him. I'm sorry. I've gotten a little used to playing blackguards again, so I have to readjust, because the two games are similar, though very different at the same time. So, they have different controls and everything about it, so yeah, we kind of have to figure out how things are going. Alright, so let's see here. I'm going to close with this individual. And I am going to... What is this battering ram? What does it do? It knocks an adjacent unit up to 4 tiles for 1 armor damage, plus 1 per turn they pass through. Or unit they pass through, sorry. Alright, well we're not going to do that, because that doesn't seem that viable or useful right this minute. So we're going to cancel that. And we're going to attack. You know, we can attack for 4, or we can do some damage to his armor, and then let the other gentleman actually attack. I think we're going to do it this way. We're going to break his armor. We'll use 1 willpower to do so. And, hiya! He is now down to quite a bit less. Alright, we probably should have staggered, though. Looking at it now, I should have staggered my... should have staggered my something. I don't remember what. Oh, my archers and my melee units. I think that would have been a much smarter idea than what I actually have done. But that's okay. I'm assuming you shoot from here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the axe down. See, he puts his axe down, pulls his bow off his back, pulls out an arrow. I mean, they did such a good job and paid so much attention to detail on everything about this game. I am really, really impressed with it. Alright, we're going to move over here. And we're going to thread the needle. We're not going to thread the needle. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what all the abilities do, guys. And, again, she's a relatively new hero, so I'm not entirely sure what she's doing, or character, rather. There we go. And down she goes, or not down she goes, but that guy is now injured. Kind of wish I did something a little different here. I have a pretty good idea what I'm going to do now. I am going to batter ram this guy as far as humanly possible, or varally as possible. There we go. Did some damage. He's not going to be able to close it. No, he is. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get close to this guy. I'm going to attack him. And I'm going to expend a little bit to do some damage. Boom. So down he goes. His attack is much weaker now. He's going to break my armor, I'm sure of it. And in turn break his own armor. Now I'm going to move forward. And I am going to... Can I attack him? I can. What's he? He's got 13, so I don't want to attack him. I would rather attack this guy. And I can take him out, and I will. And down he goes. And they're really breaking through my armor quite a lot. I think I can get there and thread the needle, so we'll see. We'll see if I can actually land that ability. Looks like I can. Very nice. Oh no. Oh. That is not okay. So at this point, I'm gonna break his armor down just a bit more. I'll start taking some abuse now, unfortunately. And can we actually do some damage to this guy? Not really. But we're going to try it anyway. Take a little bit of his damage away, we'll survive. Good, she's still alive. Excellent. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do now is move forward here. I'm going to use this Mark Prey ability, and everybody within range attacks. Oh, that worked so well. So good. Alright, she needs to get out of dodge. That's just all there is to it. She is pretty hurt right now. Going to needle the enemy, hopefully not my ally. Oh, hits the ally too. Well, it's unfortunate, but we live and learn, I suppose. And do we have enough? No, we do not. To take him out. Alright, so how about we attack this guy? I think that's a good choice. He's only be able to do a little bit of damage to me. I'll wear through on his shield a little bit more. Let's see here. We can add some willpower. He is down to 1 hit now. So he can't do too much damage to any of... Oh my goodness! Apparently he's got the same abilities that we have. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave that guy to my buddy's daughter there. And we're going to take this guy out. I'm just going to go into pillage mode now. And he's going to hit our guy. And then Alette, or Alette, she is going to say, "Good day, sir." And boom! Down he goes, Eagle Eye. I don't know what that achievement is, but I just unlocked it. I know it doesn't show up in the recording, so you just have to take my word for it. Alright, he earned a promotion. Mr. Rook himself is now promoted, and we got 6 renown. We didn't lose a single character, so yeah, things went pretty decently. Difficulty. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of battle if it leaves you frustrated, or you find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Press escape or the options button on the travel interface to change the difficulty. Don't worry, you can change the difficulty at any time. It has no effect on the story or the choices you make. Well, that's nice. If you find something to be too easy or too difficult, you can always change it on the fly. A black horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Iver, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. Keep watch, or are you to head back immediately? We'll keep watch. Excuse me. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of a house. It silently looms over Alette. Its face an expressionless, stony mask, more terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to slow as it pulls back an enormous mace. Shout at Alette. You scream Alette's name. She snaps to attention confused, but does not dive out of harm's way as you had imagined in your head. Suddenly, Egil is between the Dredge and Alette. His shield above him, the black stone mace falls. Egil's shield crumbles, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Iver is there, his sword drawn. His sword run through the neck of the Dredge. He's gone, says Iver, looking over the boy's shattered skull. Alette gasps, her hands to her mouth. I'm checking the other houses, Iver remarks. See if you can find anyone, then meet me at the Great Hall. Well, that's really disappointing. I wonder what option would have been better there, or if all of them had dire consequences. Shooting an arrow might have been the best choice? Man. Well, that bums me out. Alright, well, we're going to talk to our buddy here. You find anyone? A few. Sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age. No family, though. Or, no family. I thought... I've forgotten what it's like facing Dredge. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until they're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on. Let's get inside. I think I made a mistake. I think I was supposed to go to the houses first. Oh, no, not necessarily. There's a market, a great hall, and heroes now. Let's check the market. Let's see here. Oh, this is pretty neat. So here's the market. The first time I've got to see this. What does this do? Oh, you can buy additional supplies. Okay, that's kind of neat. Very nice. Alright, so we have a total of 45 available. We need to keep our supplies up. So we'll use 12. Then we have this. These are the items that we can actually get. So this is new to me as well. Sometimes the difference between armor over your shoulder or on the ground is whether you can keep it sewn together. So you gain +1 armor on rest. That's interesting. Leather flask. It takes either a brave man or a stupid man to stop for a drink in the midst of battles, but those who do swear by it. +1 will on rest. And then we have the Iver Fang. A cursed fang said to fill itself with the blood of its enemies, and grant power to those who would keep it full. So you get +3 will per kill. That seems kind of viable and very useful, but I don't know. We have quite a bit of stuff that we need to do first. And then the Lightning Runestone, a small stone with a curious carving that conjures images of furious lightning storms. A +10% chance to 2x strength damage, +1 drawing aggro. That seems pretty useful too. I wonder what these numbers are. Do they have so many uses or what? Because it's clear that they cost 5, 20, and 10. But what is this 1, 1, 4, and 2? Are those uses? I don't know. I'm going to confirm what we bought. We bought supplies. And now I'm wanting to back out. Okay, back out. I want to go to the heroes. Your items are shown at the bottom of the roster. Drag items onto your units to equip them. Items can only be equipped by characters of equal rank. Ah, okay. Promote your units to equip higher rank items. Click on an item for more information. So there you go. What is this? This is Alette's bracelet. Lovingly made by a hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. +1 armor, +1 strength, and +1 willpower. Well, we're going to give it to Alette, and she is going to enjoy it. I'm kind of bummed out that we lost one of our units. I mean, that really, really bothers me a lot. Well, Rook earned a promotion, so we will promote him. Don't remember how to do that. Oh, down here. Promote. We will get higher stats, and we will increase our item rank. And we are sure that we want to spend the 5 willpower to do so. We have 4 out of 5 kills. We need 1 more to rank him up yet again. Mark the prey. It doesn't look like we're able to level up his stats, and I'm not sure how that goes, unfortunately. But it's okay. +1 armor damage, auto attack for all allies. Spelled wrong, but whatever. 2 armor break, auto attack for all allies, and 3 armor break, auto attack for all allies. Alright. Let's see. Light step. The landman uses his superior dexterity to move around bodies, allowing him to pass through but not stop on any allies. Light step can help a crafty landsman get safely into position behind armored allies before going in for the strike, or escape from a dangerous position. Very nice. Alright, so that's good. Unfortunately, she needs 1 more kill. He needs 2 more kills, and that's all we have. So we have 2 points that we can utilize on him since he has leveled up. And I think what I'm going to do is, since we're fighting Dredge and he's already got decent attack, I'm going to do some armor breaking with him. I think that will be a very useful skill. So we're going to do that. Turn order still seems fine. Though it is unfortunate that we did lose one of our other gentlefolk. And we're going to go back to the market. So these are not useless. This is what we need. Now, I don't know. I thought willpower got replenished on each thing. We're going to... I think it's safe to say we can buy the lesser things without much... insufficient renown. How much do I actually have now? Let's take a look. Oh, I have none. Oh, okay. Surprise! Alright, we're going to go back to our heroes then. I didn't know it was going to cost that much. I wasn't paying that much attention. Alright, so what does this give me? Armor and rest. Well, he's going to get that one, and you're going to get that one. And there we have it. Can you have multiple ones on somebody? No, you can only have 1 per unit. Okay, well, we're learning stuff, people. We're learning things. Things are being learned, and we are, well, we're doing okay. We're going to go to the Great Hall now. And I believe this is going to continue our story. Rook, thank the gods you made it. Thank the gods indeed. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses? The chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would you both do in my place? I'd have left town by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Rook? I trust Iver on this. It's not a decision I care to make. I think we can hold out. I trust Iver on this. Excuse me. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagined us fighting back and saving the town, but nonetheless, Iver's right, of course. We can't just wait and be slaughtered. Where do we go if Dredge are coming down from the north? Frostveller to the west. It's close and it has walls. I intend to be free of Skogr in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostveller. That sounds like suicide, Iver. Let's do as the chieftain says. Iver's right. I'll help with this distraction. What if we set the town on fire as we left? Do we abandon the storehouse? If we have to, we'll be leaving behind everything but the supplies you brought, Rook. Ooh. On the other hand, Frost Dweller's at least a week away. I'm not sure we've got that much food. He'll be cutting it close. If we're saddled with heavy carts, it'll be almost impossible to outpace the Dredge. And if we run out of food before we get to Frost Dweller, it won't matter how many escape. I still say let me handle the Dredge. Let's all just get out of here like the chieftain suggested. Iver usually knows what he's talking about. I'll join him. We can't afford to leave the food behind. The chieftain thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing your lives on this. Away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan, Iver. Nope. But I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, no doubt she can handle a bow. Alright, so she's gonna join. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Iver. We'll leave when you're clear. Sorry, I was sitting there reading. I'm like, well, who said that? What are they talking? Oh, it's the chieftain's wife. Okay. It's understandable. Alette finds you before you have a chance to find her. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come with you. Don't leave me. Please, I'll be good. Okay, Alette. Just promise to listen. Alright. We're gonna do this, and we're not gonna lose anyone, I hope. I promise, she says. Iver soon finds you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all. We're just getting their attention. You step into the town courtyard where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Iver starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourselves for a tough fight. We have a lot of archers. Alright, well, we're going to put our heavier hitters up front. I think we're going to do it in this order. Yeah. Alright, let's see what happens. We'll make this a go, and then we'll end the episode. So, let us see. Oh no, we're split. Oh, that's terrible. Why would they do that to me? Alright, let's take a look. We really have very little hope of closing with anyone. This is... Oh, good. Whew. I forgot, this is the deployment phase. I'm like, no! No, why? Why would they do this to me? Alright, well, I do not want anyone over on that side. Unfortunately, it's going to bottleneck the battle, but we kind of need that to happen, unfortunately. Come on, move. I gotta figure out how you move this guy where you want him. There you go. I guess you click on the darker blue squares and that's how you move him. Alright. Let's get ready and see what happens. I'm going to close with this individual, and I'm going to slap him with my shield smack attack. Boom! Knock him back. Only did 1 damage, or 1 armor damage, but it's something. He's going to do the same thing to me, well, except his is much more effective than mine was. Alright, I'm going to move over here. And what does this do? Rain of arrows. Trap 1 tile with 1 arrow, causing strength damage if walked over it before the next turn. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, there we go. Not much like that. Oh, really? I can't reach, huh? Well, then I am going to do this. And we have our fellow over here, who is going to do some armor damage to this guy. Oh, very nice. Uh-oh. I wish I could move her into a better position, but it does not appear that I'm going to be able to. So what we're going to do with her is try to wear down some of his armor. And will he get in the right position? Doesn't appear to be so. Okay, we're going to move over here. And we are going to attack our buddy here. And we're going to do some work on him. Uh-oh. Ouch. Not okay. Well, that's unfortunate that that didn't do anything. Alright, so let's see. If we attack... Man. These people really don't have any oomph at all, do they? Alright, so what I think I'm going to do instead... We'll move over here. I'm going to use my rain of arrow again, right there. And pray that that actually hits somebody this time. I think our shield banger guy is not going to be too happy with how things are going to work out here. Move over here. Do mark the prey, and we're going to eliminate this guy. Go. That really did nothing in the overall scheme of things. Move here. What does that do? It's all units with 1 armor damage. I don't want that. I'd much rather do an attack where I can boost it and take out 2. Not fun. Oh my. Things are getting really nasty now. Alright, she does 7. He's at 6. I don't know why that was so effective, but it was. That doesn't seem good. We'll move over here. I am going to... Really? I'm going to attack this guy's armor and bring it down. And in theory... maybe we can finish this guy off. He's really weak. Live! Oh no, he went down. Gotta take this guy out. Can't let him do whatever it is he's doing right now. Oh, but she's gonna take some damage from this. Ouch. Alright, a little bit of work on him. That's fair. I'll move down here. Finally, we get to thread the needle. And... Pew! Wow, that actually did physical damage too. Oh no. Close with him. Break his armor more. He's not broken quite enough yet. She really needs to get away from him. And once again, she's going to shoot. And... Pew! A little bit of damage, a little bit of work. Ouch. Not so bad. move here, and we are going to attack him and take the bite out of his attack. She is going to continue to whittle away at his armor from a distance. It's unfortunate that Rook fell. Hopefully he's not like dead. Imagine he's a main character. I'd be pretty unhappy if he just was like totally gone. And looks like Alette is going to take a victory. Forgot to use the horn, not that I necessarily needed to. But it's okay. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in the thick woods. Where they have difficulty keeping up, you climb over an outlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleif is the first to spot them. There, she points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, others missing. A group has gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddleif walks beside a covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says through clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on to Frostveller in silence, Alette's hand firmly in your own. We have gained 20 renown! And when we get to the next area, we are going to be able to stop and call a close to this episode. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance back to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. You're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. We've got to pull them together, says Iver. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the godstone. The path should be just ahead. Call an early stop for the day, slow the pace so everyone can catch up, keep a steady pace, rally the caravan with a speech. We're going to try to rally. We like speeches. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step! Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards! The clansmen see your efforts and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. What? 5 renown for being a boss with my colloquial skills. Yeah! That's what I do. Alright, so here we are. We're marching along our nice little caravan. There's apparently the godstone. Oh, music is happening. I do enjoy the Banner Saga. This is a game that I'm always eager to jump into and play. So, I'm always excited to do another episode of this game. Alright, Iver. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Valdir. Well, that. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were Dredge? Chieftain did what I suggested and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? What do we do if we run into more Dredge? But you're the Dredge killer around here. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's going to be alright? Gods, Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control, terrified when you are. Pull it together. I'm worried about Alette mostly. You're right. What if we run into more Dredge? Keep her close. You do care, I can tell. Feh, men are a plague on the world, worse than any Dredge as far as I can tell. Chats like this are always why we get along so well, Iver. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hridvaldir looking the same direction as you. Inspect the stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Hridvaldir was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the lands as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of Dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. "I made this for you," she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch he must have found nearby. "Thank you for saving Mama," she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostfeller. It feels like an end more than a start. Ooh, I got the Bajarkin rune. And I unlocked the achievement of the godstone Hridveldir. Alright, bring me to a place where I can stop, guys. We are running out of supplies, unfortunately. We only have 3 days food left. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. "We've seen the Dredge in your wake," says one. "We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan." There we go. "Allow the men to join you. What are you doing out here alone? Refuse the men and make sure they don't follow." "We were hunting here for food when the Dredge found our village," says the man. "When we returned," he looks away, unable to finish. "I'm going to allow them to join us." "If you'll be no trouble, come along," you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Ooh, very nice. And we got fighters and clansmen and supplies and all sorts of stuff. I'm excited. Again, not sure what most of this means yet, but During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and ends up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, Ramfenstvart, whatever his name is, we're going to call him Raffy. I'll call him Raffin. Good old Raffin is tossed on the ground at your feet. Angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Coheres a public apology from him, tie him up till he dries out, laugh off the scuffle, encourage the others to let the issue drop. We're all on edge, he replied to the crowd. Does anyone here not deserve a strong drink right now? Let him walk it off. The caravan mutters in lukewarm agreement and gets ready to travel again. Could have gone worse, you think? I suppose. Can I, like, stop at any point? See, I don't understand how the saving feature works in this game. It just seems to randomly save at different points. That's why I like to get to a point where I know it's going to be saved and I don't have to restart or do anything. I'll figure it out eventually, I suppose. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostfeller, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. And this gives me an actual city? It does! Look at that. And this is exactly what I was looking for. So, thank you guys for joining me for episode 3 of the Banner Saga. It's an enjoyable game. I really like playing this one, and I'm always eager to continue it. But, alas, this ends the episode, and, well, I guess I'll just have to wait until the next episode. So thank you guys for joining me. If you did enjoy it, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it, and I will see you guys in the very next episode. Until then, guys, I'm Bumpy McSquigums, and I will see you later.